Hey everybody, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to assemble our box pieces. We have all the pieces we need here. We have the one 4" by 4.5". We need two 4" by 5" pieces, and we also need two 4" by 4" pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do, this piece is essentially our bottom, or it could also be considered the back. We're going to put it as the bottom piece on this demo here. First thing I need to do is orient it that way. Now if you come over to the side here, normally you have a little orbit sign that can have you move stuff around, but if you don't want to move the entire screen around, you can just click on the object and hit Control-G, and now I can move this guy around on its own. So I'm going to tilt it up a little bit this way, a little bit that way, just trying to keep it the same angle here, maybe a little bit more that way, and I think that's good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I don't want this guy to move anymore, so I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit grounded. So now if I go to move this guy, he doesn't move. Okay. Next we're going to assemble our two 4" by 4" pieces. These go on either end of this 4 by 4.5" piece here. So what I would like to do first is I'm just going to move this a little bit closer here. You don't necessarily have to make it touch, because look, it'll kind of cut through. But we just want to get it close just to make things a little easier so you're not going all over the screen trying to pull items together. Still working on my zoom here, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that I can see the inside faces where these guys are going to meet up. So the two constraints that we're going to use here are mate and flush. We're going to start off by using the mate constraint. So it's up here in this box. We're going to constrain assembly type mate. This is your mate right here. Now I'm going to click on this, and if you can see there's an arrow pointing outward. I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to click and make sure they're pointing out, taps together, and we'll hit apply. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So now we have to flush. So now they're together, but they're not exactly lined up. So let's go and flush these two pieces together. So it needs to be flushed on this side here. It also needs to be flushed from underneath. So let's go ahead and do the side pieces first. And grab this and kind of recenter it here. Tilt this guy up a little bit so we can look at it. All right. So now this box is still open, but we can use the flush constraint here. Same thing. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. What you can't see is this is actually pointing out at me. Same thing here. Okay, and then we hit apply. Very good. I'm going to tilt this guy upside down a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing to this edge and this edge here. So I'm going to go again and hit flush. I want this side and this side. And now we are flush. So these two pieces are lined up here. All right. Alright, so next I'm going to bring in this 4" piece here. Again, just get it a little close. Oops, sorry. Try that again. Bring that over here a little bit more. Take this and kind of turn everything that direction. Alright, so zoom in a little bit. Again, go to constrain. We want mate. I want this angle right here. I have to twist this guy around this way to get that angle there, but it matched it up for me and hit apply. Now we're going to go to flush. I want that side and that side. Apply. Tilt upside down. Let me grab this guy, move it over a little bit more. A little bit more upside down, sorry. Alright, again, make sure we're on flush. We want this angle here and this side here to line up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the home button so you can see what we've done so far. Now we need to add our 4 by 5. These are going to go on this side here, right there, that side and that side, and then it'll also go on the opposite end as well. So I'm going to take this guy, just move it a little bit closer here. This one's going to take one mate, but it's going to take a little bit more flushes. So I'm going to go to mate. Oh. Nope, I don't want that. Go back. See, even teachers make mistakes. Oh, where'd he go? Alright, you. Stop your shenanigans. Alright. So again, and constrain. I'm going to mate this side to that side. And, well, that doesn't look right, but that's okay, because we're going to use flush to do the rest of the constraints. Alright, so the next one I want to do, you could either do it from the bottom here, we can do it from the top. I'm just going to do it at the top because it's the easiest one to grab a hold of. Okay. Ooh, I don't know what it's doing here. Okay, let me remate that. I apologize here. Remate this to this, and then hit apply. I think that's what I forgot to do. Now I'm going to go to flush. I want this side to line up with this side. All right, we're getting there slowly. Okay, so now I want this to line up with this guy. All right, we all flush on the other side. Oh, look a little crooked over here. Let's make sure we're flush on this side. Oh, we're not flush at the bottom. That's where we're not flush at. Alright, so flush here, here, apply. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take this guy, spin him all the way around. Alright, now we got to do this side. Got to do this upside down here. Alright, so I'm going to go to constrain, mate, this guy to line up here. Obviously that's crooked, that's okay. I'm going to flush this angle to this angle. Still not exactly what we want, but we're just going to keep putting constraints on it until we get what we do want. I think the easiest thing to do now would be to flush this guy with this guy. See what we did here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go to constrain. I'm going to hit flush this guy. Now I want mate this guy here to line up there. Okay, now we're getting there. Go over here, move my box back out of the way. I want flush this one. Alright. And there you go. Yeah, looks like we're a little off on this edge here. I'm going to turn it to the side and just make sure that that's flush. It could be, but just my eyes messing with me. Alright, I think we're good. So that's how you assemble a box of any kind. That's how you do any type of assembly, is you use the constrain here. There's also join at the top as well, but mate and flush are some of the two main types that you use in this class. I hope this helped you guys. Thanks. Bye.